Hi, hello, welcome to this video. I'll try to speak in English in order to cover everyone that is watching. So, pagpasensyaan nyo na kung medyo barok. We'll be talking about how to reach your 1 million CP. So, I've been playing Ni no Kuni for a while and tingin ko magiging helpful yung tips na ibibigay ko. So, these tips are for those people who are having a hard time increasing their CP. So, just a little background check. I've been playing Ni no Kuni for almost 2 months. So, I started playing uh, 0607. So, I'm 1.5 months into playing Ni no Kuni, and this is a guide for those people who are free to play. So, I'm not really free to play because I've spent the $1 for the 100 slot bag space and $1 for the mount toys. So I can say that I'm semi free to play because I've been getting the funds I'm spending from the in-game currencies Asterite. So everything that I've been spending in this game, I've been getting it back through Asterites. So I'm doing it as play to earn this game. So I've spent literally nothing out of my pocket. So I'm just using the in-game currencies to, kumbaga pinapaikot ko lang kung ano yung nakukuha ko sa laro. So you just need to spend initial amount for Black Diamonds in order to get the funds that you'll be spending in the game. So but personally, I haven't been spending, so I'm just saving all the Asterites I can, then I'm cashing it out for my personal expenses. But if you're going to use these Asterites for in-game expenses such as items from the shop, it would be a lot more help, and you can even surpass what I've done, since you can buy important packages like this one, the bundles, the dailies, since it's a lot of help. So that would be a separate video. So I've prepared a list for you guys. So let's get on with it. The first thing that you'll need to pay attention, because I've noticed this one has the highest impact that will give you a lot of CP. It's the cursing and enhancements of your equipment. So as you can see, I almost cursed all of my equipment. Only one left is this water weapon and the boots. I have not been enhancing my boots since I'm saving up for this one. I'm gonna curse this one, since cursing your equipment will require you to spend a lot of resources, and if I spend my resources wrong as a F2P player, that's going to really give you a hard time. So first of all, for CP, I would recommend that you always do your field bosses at least 2 to 3 times a day, since in order to curse your equipment, you will need a lot of these enhancement stones. This is the key, these stones, and you will be getting a lot of these stones in your field boss runs. So if you're not doing your field boss runs, you'll be hurting yourself a lot. So in order to curse your equipment, you need good RNG, and then farm the stones as much as possible. Then I recommend that you would always focus on one piece of equipment first before moving on to the next one. I would recommend that you almost always curse your divine weapon first, because in the Korean servers, they always use this until end game. So this would be a good investment until end game, especially for free-to-play players, since the awakening effect gives a lot. So after you curse this one, I would recommend the basic 4 stars for the accessories. This can also be farmed in the field bosses. The reason why I recommend the basic accessories, basic 4 stars that you get, is that you can awaken them a lot easier than the rares. Why? Because when you awaken the piece of equipment, the base stats will increase, and the cursing buff will give you additional 20%, so it would scale a lot more rather than investing in rares. Investing in rares is not bad, but it would take a lot more time for this one to be awakened. So I would recommend going for the normal 4 stars, and it also helps you with your familiar arena, because in familiar arena this effects carry on. So this will help you farm asteroids, in which you could use later on for your account. That's why I recommend these equipments. Okay, so that's the number one recommendation, because they provide a lot of CP. See this one, it's 60k almost. This one is 50k almost. This one is 55. So just from the accessories that you can farm and curse, it gives a lot of CP. So good luck on your enhancements. Second is the okay, so we already talked about this. It's awakening. So for accessories, you can awaken this through field boss runs and crafting. The second one to awaken is your equipment. So for your equipment, you need to spam crafting with Tumba. Okay, so you need to be at least crafting 1 4-star equipment every day, if not every day, at least every other day, so you can awaken your gears. So I would recommend circlet always, since whales are also using this one for your headgear, and then it's your choice from this point on. I would just recommend that you use this tool for farming set, the Zest gloves and the boots. So for the boots, I'm still waiting for another one. So you really need to be spam crafting all the time, so you can awaken your gears. This would give you a lot of CP as well. So third one is through farming achievements and titles. So if you can see in the achievements, this one gives a lot of CP. You see, this is 40k, so there's a lot of things that you can farm, such as social. You just need to chat or add friends, challenges, adventure. It's very simple, because you just click on this one and you just farm the achievements for this. So the higher this one, more CP. And then for the titles, this one is a lot of CP. You see 40,000 CP as well, just for the titles. And a lot of these titles can be farmed if you will just use the titles. There's a list for titles that you can farm, by just doing a simple task in game. Then I will give a link in the description for the Google Docs file that I used for farming the titles, because they are also easy CP as well. It's a large portion of your CP can be farmed by just doing simple tasks to get the titles. So done with that one. So let's go to the crypto part. This is the NKT, NKA, and the Black Diamond. So I mentioned this a while ago. So this one you can take advantage, because if you get a good placement in Lava Valley, you will be earning asteroids. So you don't really need to be high CP on this one. You just need to spam your games all the time. I'm a witch, and it's very hard for me to go Lava Valley, especially when you're low level, but I can guarantee you that if you just spam your games every week, you can at least be able to get the top 10%. You just have to strive to get the top 10% to get asteroid rewards. So you just need a lot of patience in this one. Just keep spamming your games and try to win, and you'll get the asteroids. So if you're engineer class, it's a lot easier for you, because you just have to stun and heal your teammates. So when you get Lava Valley asteroids, you can combine it with the familiar arena asteroids. This one will give you a lot of asteroids, and this one is very easy. I tell you guys, this one is very easy to get, because it's so easy to get to the top 3% rewards. You just need to have the right positioning, the right familiars, and you will be able to get free, literally free asteroids from this one. So if you haven't seen my previous video yet, this one, how to reach master rank, I've done this 3 weeks ago. So if you do this, if you follow this, you'll be able to reach and get asteroid rewards from familiar arena. So when you farm your asteroids, I recommend that you do not spend them in this in this shop. Do not. I would not recommend, because it's not worth it for free to play players. What I would recommend is that you always convert some of your NKA to NKT, so that it would be used for your upgrades and crafting and evolving your familiars. So this is the secret for semi F2P players, because you would just have to spend a little for black diamonds here. You just have to spend a little. You don't really need to spend a little. You just have to kailangan mo lang siyang abonohan, essentially, kasi the money that you will spend to buy black diamonds, you will get even more. It's always profit on your side after you cash out your asteroid. So after cashing out your asteroid using Marblex wallet, just convert some to NKT for your character progression, and then the rest, it will be up to you if you want to spend it in the shop for additional perks for your character. What I would recommend is you get always this daily adventure and daily premium if you want to spend your asteroid earnings. But as for myself, I choose to not spend and save it for my savings. But if you always want to spend, you can purchase this daily adventure and daily premium. I think it will be a lot of help for you, and you can do better than my progress if you do that. The main reason is you would be able to get diamonds, which you can convert to energy drinks, which will make you farm faster. And the main recommended use for your diamonds, or me, in my opinion, is the power up dungeons, which you can reset all the time using diamonds. This is the best one that you can use it for. So that is my fourth point in here for the crypto. Okay, so on the fifth one, familiars. This is very self-explanatory, but for the sake of it, you just need to always just power up your main familiars one by one. Do not go wasting your evolution stones and beans on other familiars. Just focus on familiars that you will be using first. Then if you have extra, you can always feed them to other familiars. In my case, I used it on Toko, Ouroboros, and my Torex. Then the second most important thing for familiars is the toys. For toys, there's a guide here on how you can get the 4-star toys. You just need to always buy the Money Mom MM bundles, the Money Mom bundles. So if you haven't known this yet, I will show you. So this would also come from field bosses. Here it is. So every week you need 600 Money Mom tickets for purchasing the bundle. This will give you a lot of toys, tickets that you can use for your character progression as well. So if you get lucky, you'll get 4-star here. If not 3-star, then you can just combine them, then equip it to your familiars. This one will give you a huge CP. You see, just one 4-star tour gives you 800 CP. So 3 of these, it's already 2400 CP. This is where a lot of your CP would come from. So in order to get these Money Mom bundles, you will need to be spamming world boss, field boss every time. Then you will sell it to Marina. This is where you will sell your bundles. See, I don't recommend selling your varnishes, but in field bosses you will get chests and accessories that are minimum tradable, so always double check. Do not open those and just sell them to Marina so you can get the tickets here. Okay, so use those tickets to power up your character instead of opening the chest. That's where you will get huge CP boost from your familiars here. Let me show you one more time. So you see 50k just from Ouroboros because of these toys, 40k from Torex, then 50k from Toko just from all those toys by doing the event. There. So let's move on to the next one. Just the Tetra puzzles. So this one gives a huge CP boost as well for the Tetra puzzles. There you go. So if you haven't known yet, you can make the stars a lot more, like 3 stars if all of your pieces are minimum of 3 stars. So I recommend you would manage that as well. So completing these puzzles will give you a lot of CP. So you'll be wanting to unlock your pages here, these pages. You can unlock these pages in the records here. So let me show you. They are in the rewards. You can see them here at the rewards. So you'll need to work on farming for these Tetra puzzles so that you can unlock them and it will give you a lot of CP. Here, this is what I'm going to be working on. Here, this one. So to unlock the deer page, you need to get this. So you'll need to be farming for stars in the specialties and the soul stones. So when you unlock them, you will get a lot of CP in here as well. And one quick tip, this was my mistake: do not combine your pieces unless you have already completed all the puzzles. This was my mistake, so don't repeat it again. Just for unless you want a piece really badly, do not combine these Tetra puzzles since it's very hard to come across them. Okay, so for puzzles, the next one is the Labyrinth of Dreams. Here, this is very important. A lot of players neglect their Labyrinth of Dreams, but you can get a lot of EXP in this one. So always strive to push your Labyrinth of Dreams to the furthest that you can. Only stop when you can't kill the monsters. So the way I do this is that always eat a lot of food buff, theater buff, and relic buff before trying to push Labyrinth of Dreams. So when you get 3 stars on all of this, you'll be getting more diamonds, which you can use for resetting the power-up dungeon. So in weekly rewards, the one with the furthest will give you a lot more Tetra puzzle packs. So also a quick tip in here, to get the 3 stars, you can do this one by one, especially one with this. Let me see an example. Here, this one. So if you see one with clear only using basic attacks, it's okay if you will take almost all of the time with just using basic attacks. You can clear each objective separately. So if you use skills, this one would not get cleared, but you can clear it within 45 seconds, right? So when you come back, this one would already be cleared, and even if it takes you 50 seconds to clear using only basic attacks, the star would not be gone. So take time to clear these objectives separately, one by one. Okay? So that's my tip for Labyrinth of Dreams. This one gives you a lot of EXP, a very lot of EXP. EXP for your character is very important. Why? Later on, I'll talk about that and the records for the chest and vistas. So the next one is for farming. So the method I use for farming efficiently in Chaos Fields is that I always purchase, since we don't have a relic, I always purchase this attack buff, this one. So I always purchase this one, and then I go to our kingdom. Inside our dominion, I always purchase the theater buff. Show you guys, since it's only 15 kingdom coins. I always use this one also, and I eat food buffs, the one for either normal monster or elite monsters when I'm farming in Chaos Field. So I always use those 3 buffs when I use my energy drink, so that it will be efficient for me in farming. So in farming Chaos Fields, I would always recommend that you farm 2 packs of monsters like this one. I'll show you a very good tip in farming efficiency, so that you will level up faster and farm more materials, gems, and varnishes for powering up your character. So this method is very efficient. It works so great for me. So you always need to find monsters that are all melee monsters, and this one is the example. So it's here in floor 1. It's the dark mobs. So all of them are melee, and what you will do is just stand right in the middle. Then do not activate your auto battle, because if you activate your auto battle, your character will run out of place and it will ruin the farming efficiency. So your goal is just to stand in between of the mobs and then let them aggro to you, and your character will automatically attack back. So that's what I do. You see, just stand in between, no auto battle, activate all the buffs that I can, then use the energy drink. This way your character will be farming very fast and efficient. So always strive to make your energy drinks worth it by purchasing food buffs, relic, and the kingdom theater. This will make you level up very fast. So that's the tip for there, and let's move on to records first before kingdom events. So the reason why you would always want to level up as soon as you can is because of the records. So you can see you would also get a lot of CP in here, and you will unlock vistas and chests that will give you free CP as well. You just need to Google this. So I have compiled them in our Discord. I'll show you here. We have the complete list, which you can also Google to find. So every 5 levels you will get free CP. So I'm close to unlocking Mobigun Wilds for level 80. So you will get a lot of CP from finding the vistas and chests all over in the map. Okay. So that's why I'm always striving to get my levels up. So after that one, the last one that I can say that is one of the most important for your CP growth is your kingdom. You really need to find a kingdom that is active, because if you're in a inactive kingdom, this will hurt your character progression a lot. Why? Because defense and dungeon is a big thing for you to clear, because this will give you a lot of kingdom coins and gold that you will be using to purchase upgrades for your character. Why? Because the kingdom coins, you will always be using them to purchase EXP and the gummies in the shop. That would also be converted into a lot of your CP. Also defense, because this will give you a lot of coins and gold as well. So always purchase monthly the mount, this one, Frost Bucket, and Wing Glider, try to upgrade them as much as possible because they also give 30% of your CP, even if it is not equipped when it's passive. So that's almost about everything for this video. If you've watched this video until the end, thank you so much, and I hope all the tips that I gave you help you to increase your CP. So after doing all those, this is the end result for me for almost 2 months. I got 1 million CP in yes, almost 2 months. So 1.5 months. So good luck, guys. I know if you're free to play or semi free to play like me, I know you could do it. So thank you so much for watching.